Everybody, and welcome to Robin's house. Today we're working on the Cozy Up card making workshop, and we've got a really interesting card here. Initially, when I saw this card, I thought that they had used that masking tape and put that down to go on top of it, and then I realized that these shapes have the exact same colors as those outlines. So I wanted to show you how to do that. So I'm taking the various thin cuts that we're going to use, and I'm just going to put the tiniest amount of tape on the back so that I could adhere them down. And I've already done most of these, so I'm going to put a circle around a spacer over the message, and then I'm going to put some of my leaves in spaces. And I've already put some adhesive on the back of these so I can just set them down. Just kind of willy-nilly here and there. And we can do the bottom ones as well. And if you are brilliant enough, you're putting these shapes down in places where you want to have that color on your cards, but I doubt I'm brilliant enough to do that. So I'm just going to put some shapes here and hope for the best. I'll put one up here. Okay, so that, oh, there's no stick on there. Oh, it doesn't have any stick on at all. Okay, so now that we've put it in place, put all cards in place. So now I'm keeping in mind that there's going to be a band here. Nothing's going to go there anyway, which I did not do before. Okay, so now it's taking our colors. So I've got toffee and honey butter and paprika here to go over, and it kind of looks like I'm barely even using toffee. I'm just going to use it in this area right around here. And I'm doing the same technique as in the other cards, but I'm going to try, on this card I used a lot darker than I intended to. So I'm going to try to keep my sponging on the lighter side. Maybe it would help if I did a lot more honey butter, especially at first, to get a kind of a light layer down. But I have a tendency to like my backgrounds very dark, and then they're so dark that they're no longer even pleasant. So we're going to try so hard to just do a nice light job, light card, and then we'll see what we get. And obviously everybody's card is going to look different because everybody's going to have a different way of coloring their shapes, and it's going to be so cool. Okay, I'm starting to get into it's getting dark here, so I do want to get some of the yellow onto that brown. So I'm almost done with the yellow here. Now it's time for some paprika. Paprika is what I really got to be careful because it gets dark so quickly. But I do want to have some colors going through here. I'm definitely doing a better job of not going quite so dark. So then when I go back and add some more honey butter to the paprika, it'll probably end up looking real nice. Oops, I'm ruining my bottom thing. I forgot about my special paper. Oh well. Make sure you know what you're working on underneath. Okay, so that is very nearly set. I'm just going to go through with some honey butter to give it a little bit more blended look. And it's looking so nice. So hopefully it will look very more what I intended on the first one. Then I think I'm actually going to take some of the toffee and go along the bottom just a little bit. So you can kind of change your mind as you go, just to darken up the bottom. There you go. So now we can see what we ended up with. You can take off these shapes, and you're going to use these shapes again around your frame. So don't throw these away. They're very important. You've already colored them, and they're ready to go. These look so nice with these shapes underneath. Isn't that pretty? And then once you're done, you'll just take your thumb and you can just kind of rub off any extra adhesive that doesn't belong there. Just like that. You need to have cleaner thumbs than I do. So that gives you card. Such a fun technique, an interesting way to create a brand new card. Now get it off of here. See how that'll be a beautiful card base. And it's not quite so dark as the other one. Thank you so much for watching. Happy crafting.